I'm Kelsey Harmon. Chernobyl, the nuclear power plant that exploded, has been described as the world's worst nuclear disaster. It occurred in the early mornings of April 26 in 1986. It's almost been 30 years since the power plant exploded, and we're actually still seeing nuclear effects today. Although no people actually live in the zones, they've noticed that the animals and the plants are still showing signs of radiation poisoning. The birds around Chernobyl have actually been proven to have smaller brains than the ones that don't live in radiation poisoned areas. The trees are growing slower, and there's fewer spiders and insects around there. There's been wild animals that have been caught in the exclusion zones, and they still have abnormal and dangerous levels of radiation. A news article that I found interesting was that they've noticed that the trees are not decaying correctly that are in the radiation zones. There's a place called the Red Forest. It's where all the pine trees that were hit with radiation just turned a red color and died shortly. Even though they died, they're not decaying, and it's been 15 to 20 years after the meltdown, and they're still just preserved basically. They did a study um, in areas outside of the radiation zones and inside the radiation zones, and they're saying that in normal places that aren't affected, at this time the trees would be complete dust, sawdust. Unfortunately, with them just being dead and dry and dying there but not decaying, they are at risk of starting